Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Poke Sue channel on the Guitar Ladder System. Hey, this guitar is available. I'll go $549, and I just bought a new case to go with it. It's not a Washburn case. This is a beautiful guitar. It sounds really musical. I was doing a video a second ago and had to grab a phone call, so I'm going to kind of try to continue those thoughts. But yeah, if you need a good jazz box, if you can find a good J6, they're very musical sounding. They punch way above anything else, even for a lot more money, like an Epiphone Joe Pass or some of the other Epi stuff, or a lot of other guitars. So this guitar really sounds beautiful. It's very musical. And I'm using an old solid state amp. I paid 150 bucks for it. But yeah, I'll go 549 on this. And really, as you can hear, it sounds good. And anyway, I was talking a little bit ago about the guitar ladder system. I was showing you cycle one. If you want to try it, send me an email, pokesue@gmail.com. I'll send you cycle one. There's so much we can do with cycle one. You can add the bass. Lots you can do with cycle one. You can add the diminish. I know I'm kind of blazing through this. You can add the bass, you can add the shading to cycle one with the major 13 flat 5, which is really nice, right? Horace Hatchett used to talk about shading a lot. And then what I was talking about when my phone rang and I had to grab that call was that a great way to practice is like do a chord and then play the related arpeggio. So 1, 3, 5, 7 for major 7. Okay, and also maybe do the scale too. Diminished 1 flat 3 flat 5 double flat 7, and you can also do that another octave up. It's good to do, right? Minor 7 1 flat 3 5 flat 7. That's a great way to practice. You can do sequences that you can just do it normal like this, or you can. So that's a great way to practice. And what I was saying just before my phone rang, I had to grab that call. I might be doing an ad in Entrepreneur Magazine. Is to like play it. One of my favorite chords is a chord like this. And I kind of call it a jazz chord, which is a slip of the tongue, because there's no such thing as a jazz chord. Is a chord. It's like saying silver is a color that only goes with a car or something. A chord is a chord, but it's just different kinds of color. Okay. So, but you take a major 7 chord like this, or I'm sorry, major 13, and the related scale, because all the notes here are within the C scale, okay? Now I like to add another note in there, right? You can add little color tones, but see, if you start just to look at that relationship between a chord and you ask yourself, well, what scale, is more closely related to that, that's a good simple thing. Like Joe Pass used to always say, who I studied with 44 years ago, simplify your thinking. Now, if I happen to play a G major scale with this, it sounds really nice too, because then I'm adding the F sharp, which is the flat 5, so I get a color tone in there, okay? I could kind of add some kind of chromatic. There's lots you can do. It's all about bending rules. But I just wanted to make that point. But if you'd like to try cycle one in the guitar ladder system, send me an email to pokesue@gmail.com, okay? And like I said, there's so much you can do with cycle one. You can add the diminished section. And it's funny. I'm getting a lot of emails from people that say that they're a little confused right now about what to do to grow as a musician, whether you're intermediate level or advanced. But the only way to grow is to get to know the colors of music. You need to have a clear pathway to learning to understand music, not just on a conscious level, not on a left brain conscious level, which is the whole point of my guitar ladder system, but on a right brain subconscious level, folks. The subconscious mind, your subconscious mind, the unconscious, is extremely powerful. So when you teach the subconscious, you're gonna move ahead light years faster than if you're just teaching the left brain, the slow left brain, analytical mind, or whatever you want to call it. So that's a huge point of my guitar ladder system. But if you really want to make some progress, you need to have a clear, organic, simple to use pathway. And the guitar ladder system, seriously, is what you're looking for in a very simple to use but yet very powerful organic guitar instruction system that's going to absolutely get you on a clear path to making some great results. I've had people tell me they've made more progress in 6 months than the last 6 years, and I'm not making that up. It really works, folks. But what I just wanted to add a little bit more to the last video where I had to answer the phone was like when you play a chord, like say you do and I love this, by the way. To me that sounds like it kind of has a Benson type thing. But like when you're doing like the 7 sharp, 5 sharp, 9, the diminished half step, whole step scale sounds really nice, doesn't it? Hear that? And I could also do the same thing up a minor third because the diminished chord repeats itself every minor third. So besides doing that scale here, I can do it up here. You can do like a more creative. Look like that. You can do a sequence scale. But yeah, the guitar ladder system has some really cool single note ideas, but like I've said a million times, your huge growth is going to come from the chordal work, because when you start putting chords together, your subconscious mind starts to get it. Like you don't even have to explain it. You don't have to have a bunch of complex theory to give you a headache. You can hear and see smooth voice leading. Okay, you know if you do something with contrary motion, you can hear that this. You know, like if I'm trying to think, oh, this is the example I like to use. Actually, I'm trying to think which one, this one here. There we go. Yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts flowing through my head right now. But hear that? See, because the bass goes down while the treble goes up. If I did something with the G. But with the guitar ladder system, you're going to learn the 10 different systems of improvisation in a very organic way. Now, like I said, a big part of it is letting go of the control. And folks, I know it really sounds corny, but you got to trust somebody at some point. And the guitar ladder system is a result of over 40 years of hard work. And it's really, I got to thank my students for the guitar ladder system too, because they're the ones that had like just off the chart results. And then that really motivated me to want to put it together. So I mean, if you're really serious about guitar and you're just tired of wasting time and you're a little confused about how to study, because if you just get a little of this and a little of that and a little of this, it's not going to work. You're going to waste a lot. You'd be amazed how many people have bought my guitar ladder system who said they've tried all kinds of guitar study material, but I think the best word I can use is fragmented. When things are kind of in a box and somebody tries to put learning guitar in a cute little package, it's just very fragmented. So what I've done with the guitar ladder system is cooperate with the law of neuroplasticity, which is the way our brain works and learns. And I've actually respected, I know some people, if you can understand this point, you'll understand the guitar ladder system. What we do is we respect the subconscious mind. We give the subconscious mind something to do which is fun and interesting besides just run and regulate all of the things that it has to do to run our physical body, which is an immense. I mean, if you think about, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this, but if you think about how powerful our subconscious mind is, and it has the job of running our body daily, probably gets a little bored, just maybe that's one of the reasons our nature loves to go to the mountains and go into nature, not just for our soul, but also for maybe our unconscious to kind of unwind a little bit, maybe it gets tired of just being the robot, you know what I mean? So with the guitar ladder system, we allow your subconscious mind to play. We allow your subconscious mind to put that tremendous mental energy and power into art and into music and into the color and sound and learning about color and tension and resolution, learning to create different sounds. I think it's joyful for the subconscious mind, and this is a huge point. Probably one of the reasons why you take such a quantum leap, because it's like it's like giving a plant really good soil. It's like, ah, thank you, I can grow. You know, I'm enjoying this. You know, so yeah, folks, seriously, this is the real deal. If you really want to make some progress, order the guitar ladder system. Get going on it, man. You're going to learn to resolve all of your guitar. This is really a nice box. I only have one of these. These are not easy to find. And I've sold a lot of J6s, and most of them are pretty good, but this one's very, very musical. As you can probably hear, I'm using an old solid state amp. But anyway, yeah, send me an email, pokesu@gmail.com. I'll send you cycle 1. Don't be intimidated if I'm going through this a little fast. I'm just trying to get this done so I can move on. And then you add the diminished to that. I can add a 7 sharp 9. There's a lot of improv you can do off this. But if you're feeling a hunch about the guitar ladder system, my advice is don't overthink it. There's nothing even close to it on the planet. I've had people with master's degrees buy it from me. It's a real deal, folks. And like I said, I go back to when I studied 44 or 45 years ago with Joe Pass. He used to talk about simplify your thinking. You cannot, learning art and guitar is not like buying a piece of furniture at IKEA where it's step 1 through 60. You know, that insults your unconscious or musical mind or musical ear. You need to feed your musical mind, feed your musical ear. Anyway, this guitar is available $549. It sounds unbelievable. I'm really going to miss this one. I've had it for a while. I'm really glad I have. But it really, as you can hear, has a very musical sound. I got my mic really close to my amp right now, so it's probably distorting here. I can try to move it back a little bit. And I've got the mics facing the wrong way too. But you can hear the guitar. It just sounds beautiful. Hear that? Let's see. I'm very cold and it's 55 degrees, which is cold for California. Alright, folks, and if anybody's interested in this guitar, man, this thing is sweet. It's a real lot of guitar for $549. It really is. It's got a really nice top on it. It's made in Korea. It's got the Buzz Fenton intonation system, and it really has a beautiful, beautiful, very musical tone. The problem with a lot of arch tops, folks, is they sound compressed and they suck in the mid-range. A lot of arch tops just have kind of a thin mid-range. It's the mid-range and the mid-bass is key to any type of guitar. This has a beautiful mid-range and a really nice bloom. It's kind of got it's not a solid top, but it kind of has a solid top sound. They used really good wood on this. They dried it correctly. It plays great. Plenty of fret left. This is really a nice guitar. So if you have any interest, let me know. I've only got one. I'm going to miss this one when it goes. Okay, folks, take care. Keep the faith, and I'll catch you on the next video. For samples of the guitar ladder system, send me an email, pokesu@gmail.com. If you're just fed up and you really want to make progress, you want to get on a clear path to really learning and taking a big step in your musical growth, just order the guitar ladder system. Go to stevesguitars.com, $199. You can order right there on the home page and put in the comment box when you order code SZ109777. If you don't see the comment box, then go ahead and just email that to me at pokesu@gmail.com. I'll make sure and put you down for the bonus material. But hey, make 2017 the year that you make some real growth in guitar and music, which, by the way, the guitar ladder system is very cumulative too. So if you get started with the guitar ladder system at the end of 2017, you're going to be way further ahead than if you didn't do it. And it's really true. It's beyond proven at this point. It really works, folks. I've got 40 years of research into it, thousands of hours. It's the real deal. I do not send it all at once. It would not be effective that way. I spoon feed you a little bit at a time, but it really works. So, okay, folks, Happy New Year. Keep the faith. Stay positive. Trust the universe. I'll catch you on the next video. Ciao.